Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Tonight is Lemon Topiaries. I'm so excited for this one. I even wore a blue dress today just because I'm gonna do navy. I'm gonna do a navy pot for mine. So this is our one-time box. We do these maybe a couple times a year. And this one is like the summer Christmas mashup box. So I thought that would be something different and fun to do. So some of you guys already did yours, which is quite all right. And I'm super excited to see what you do with yours. But I'm doing mine tonight with you guys. And I already got my colors. Sorry, I had dinner. My husband made something super spicy. He made like, what do you call it? Dirty rice. It was spicy. I had to put sour cream in it. I was like, oh, honey, this is not good for me. So I was like, no thanks. But welcome, everyone. There will be a replay. Oh, I forgot. I got to do my little fingerprint. There it is. There's my fingerprint. Let's go to Facebook and let's pull this up so I can read. Let's pull it up. How do I get there? How do I get there? I don't use an Android very often. Am I? It says it says I'm in the group. There it is. There it is. I was like, wait a second, it's saying that I'm myself. Hello, everyone. I have no comments. That's so strange. That is so strange. Hello, 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 hello. It says comments will appear. There's nothing. Nothing. So I'll just look at my phone. But welcome. So you have your box. I have mine. So I'm going to open mine. And, ooh, this one has gold paper. And we've got our little inserts in here. And then, look. These are mushrooms and a little pot. Y'all, I hope you enjoy the little stickers that we send. I just think that they're so fun. Hello, hello, hello. All right, let me get my lemons, which are under my tree. So our tree is tomorrow. And we're doing the lemons tonight. Mine's already in pieces. Yours may not be. Hello, Friday long day. Yes. My back, I had to take an ibuprofen because my back from, y'all, we had so many transfers to cut. They come in a long sheet. It's like 30 by 120. And they all had to be cut by hand. It all had to be cut by hand. I'm going to need tape for mine. Okay, I think maybe that's pretty good. Is that good? You point it down just a little bit. There you go. So I'm going to put some of mine on tape since I have so many pieces here. And this is one of the test cuts that we did. And I just wanted to make sure that everything cut properly. All right, so let's stick out all of our stands. So we're just gonna separate everything. I like to do that. These are the pieces that go on our trees. These are the trim. And those, all of our little lemons. Don't know what that one is about. It's a weird leaf. I don't think that goes to anything. I think that goes, oh, it goes in the inside there. Okay, we don't need that. All right, lemons. Hi, hi, hi. I see you guys joining. These little pieces are tabbed, so if you want to pop them off, you can. Just be really gentle. All of our little embellishment pieces, I'm going to sort those out. There's another lemon and another lemon and another little embellishment piece. And then we have all of our little flowers. And I'm going to stick those on tape and stick those pieces aside. All right, flip it all over, make sure everything's good. And all the flowers will be painted the same unless you choose to do something different. And then we have all of our little pieces right here. So I'm just gonna put everything on some tape. Move that aside. So I am doing my pots navy. You're excited for our craft tonight? I am too. I love craft night. Craft night is probably one of my favorite It's just one of my favorite times. So these are the embellishments, and I'm just gonna stick them all on here so they can fit together. Oop, that one's overlapping. And then let's do, these will be a different color. So I'm gonna pull these off. And so I'll like to put them on tape, and then I just kind of set them aside until I get to them. Hello, Kim. Hello, everyone. And we're going to do our lemons. And like I said, we'll pop those leaves off. We'll pop those leaves off in a bit. All right, our lemons are all together. And if you don't have tape, just sort your stuff. But most of you guys have, all of your kits should be tabbed. So you shouldn't have to do any of this. I have to do this because mine's not tabbed. But if yours happens to not be tabbed, you can just group them together. Like, if you have tape or something like that, that's really helpful. All right, sticking them on here, just like so. How was your Friday, everyone? I know you're probably doing your projects, so you're probably not gonna respond, but just in case you're just watching tonight, you could let me know, like, how's your day going? My day was so busy. So busy. All right, there's all my little flowers. And let's go ahead and do our other two pieces here. We have, it's raining right now, currently. I drove my car out here. Because sometimes when it's gonna be dark, I don't wanna walk outside and there's like something waiting out there. You're working on the crafty crate today. It's sitting back there on the little stand. I forgot to take it with me today. So that's everything. That's everything, you guys. All right, so we're gonna start with our colors. Let me show you what I got. Now I'm going to show you two different groupings of greens just to inspire you. Maybe you want to use something else. I don't know. But I pulled these three and I thought these are really nice colors, and you can do them if you want to. These are evergreen, avocado, and light avocado. So those for your tree. And then I also have these. These are more vibrant greens, okay? So this one is leaf green, holly green, and mistletoe. I know they're named Christmas colors, but I feel like they could be very vibrant, bright, like a tree that's really green in the spring and summer. So that's why I pulled these colors. But if you want more of the muted tones, that's more of on the neutral side, you can kind of see the difference in the collections of greens. So I think for me, I think I want to go with this one for my lemon tree. And the blue that I've chosen is navy blue. I love the navy blue. And I also have the espresso color. I love that. And I have the white. I just have regular white. And then I have these three yellows because I'm like, I need to make it look lemony. So I pulled summer squash. This is bright yellow. And then I also have yellow ochre. And I figured, you know, as we do our lemons, we can figure out like what we want to do with them. And if you don't have all the yellows, you can add some white to your yellow if you want to. So we're gonna start by painting our base, which this is going to be green, and there's gonna be stuff that gets glued on top. So you can paint over all those little areas and you'll still be able to see where to glue your stuff on, promise. And then the bottom down here, these are going to be blue. And then the pieces that go on the front, this up here, those will also be blue. The last set of greens is leaf green, mistletoe, and holly green. Holly green. All right, so we're gonna do, for the tree, we're gonna do the avocado, and then for our lemon leaves, we're gonna do the evergreen. And then I will add in little bits of this. So this darker green is gonna be for our lemon leaves. Oops, my plate got stuck. So our lemon leaves will be the darker green. Oh, let me move this stuff aside because I feel like it's getting stuck to stuff. My tape is super sticky for some reason. Normally my tape isn't that sticky, but I feel like this is a different, this is sharp liner or sharp lines. All right, so we're gonna do avocado for this. You're welcome, you're welcome, you're welcome. All right, we probably don't need a whole lot, so I'm just gonna use that much. And I'm gonna set that aside. And then I'm just gonna do a little bit of this light because I think we can feather it in or like ombre it in. We don't need that much. Okay, so you can see the combination of colors. Avocado and light avocado. And I'm gonna use sponges for my craft. And I'm gonna set those aside. So these are going to both be green. Now, your pieces will cover this. If you get your green onto your trunk of your tree, it'll be okay. So I'm gonna take my avocado and I'm gonna go around my tree. And you could even stipple on if you want to and layer other colors. It's completely up to you. So I'm just gonna bounce around in love with this so much. And then I'm gonna take my brush like this, and I'm gonna take that avocado green, and I'm just gonna stipple over the top to make it look leafy. You don't have to use this kind of brush. You can use pretty much any brush, but this way we get a little bit of a lighter hue. Hang on. Kind of like that. It's not really super noticeable, but you can kind of see. All right, let's do the same thing on this other one. I'm trying to create some dimension. Hello, Linda. Yeah, tonight we had peas and carrots, and we had that dirty rice, and I was like, oh my gosh, honey, I'm gonna need some sour cream. This is so spicy. He's like, I just put a little cayenne pepper in there. I was like, a little? Michelle had 2 bowls. I was like, this is crazy. It's so spicy. And then Avery took a bite, and she was like, it's so spicy, I can't eat it. So she had chicken nuggets. Avery is staying the night tonight, though, so she's in there with Bop having TV time. And we're gonna bounce over this. Create those cute little leaves. And if you can't see what I'm doing, I'm just dipping in and then bouncing right over that wet paint. This one looks a little more leafy. Let's add a little more over here. Try to balance them out. Looks pretty good. So you can kind of see how that looks. It starts to look like it's got some dimension. Okay, so next, okay, we're gonna do the bottom down here for our pots. Now I'm using, like I said, navy blue. You can do whatever color pots you want. You could do a terracotta pot. I'm choosing a blue and white theme. For sure, blue and white. So I'm gonna get that navy and I'm gonna go right across the whole bottom. I'm not really gonna worry about that because the piece is gonna cover that. That thunder is rolling right now. This is gonna be so cute. It matches my dress. I did that. I was like, I'm gonna color coordinate my outfit today. I'm super excited for this one. I love navy. Absolutely my favorite. All right, so we've got our pots and now we're gonna do the tops of our pots. Not these, we're gonna do these. So these are little topiary trees that you can literally display any time of year. I just think that they're just a really good, fun neutral. And I just got blue on my piece here. So let me try to wipe that off before it dries. Just sand that. It happens. All right, let's go back in. We have bacon and lettuce sandwiches and tomato sandwiches, like BLTs. Yeah. What did I have last night? I don't remember. One night I had chicken tortilla soup. I think that was last night. It was chicken tortilla soup and a grilled cheese. It was really good too. My husband's in there making cupcakes right now. He was like, do you want some cupcakes? I was like, oh my gosh, yes. I love some cupcakes. Do I need a cupcake? No. Do I want a cupcake? Yes. Needing and wanting are two totally different things. All right, so I'm gonna get a new plate and I'm gonna add my white. And we're going to do the embellishments, the little detailed embellishment pieces, and then our little flowers. These are going to also be white. For my tree. You can do whatever you want to for yours. All right, that white is gonna pop on that blue. I'm loving it. So today I was watching, while I was working on some things and we were cutting transfers, I was watching Emily Baker. She was covering, it was a replay. She was covering the Reed trial, and like jurors were asking for the judge to like seal their identities because like people are going crazy. People are just going crazy, wanting to, cause harm and stuff to people. And I'm just like, oh God, that's so sad. All right, so we did this. So I was watching that today. I feel like I got really behind. I wasn't watching it, I was listening. I don't really get to watch unless I'm at home on my downtime. I mostly do a lot of listening. All right, so see how I'm going over the flowers? Just like that. And this little flower is where the bigger, the other flowers, these individual flowers will go. All right, so those are all painted. Y'all, this is so easy. I know a couple of you guys said this is your first time, you've never done it before, and I'm like, you just bounce. Just bounce. It'll be good. All right, so for the spindle part, I'm gonna do that espresso, and I'm gonna whitewash it a little bit, just a little bit, not a lot. And I'm just gonna put a little of this on my plate, and I'll just do the whole thing. It'll be okay. And I'm gonna go over this. Need a little more. Making it look like a tree. All right, so let's dry. And then we'll do our lemons and then our stands. Do you guys know what color you're doing your pots or your embellishments? I'm curious, like, if anyone's doing other colors. I think this is dry. Okay, so I'm gonna sand over my spindle just a little bit. Well, we may not need to whitewash it. We'll see. We shall see. Mermaid tail for my pot. Oh, I love that. Oh, Debbie. That sounds amazing. See how it almost kind of looks whitewashed? I think I'm doing terracotta. I love that too. I'm gonna pull this off of here. And I'm gonna sand. I just wanna see if I can maybe not whitewash it. And highlight our spindle parts. Peacock tail. Y'all are picking some amazing colors. Kind of like it. I know yours are going to be so beautiful. And the thunder rolls. Reminds me of Garth Brooks. And the lightning strikes. And then I'm sanding just to get a little more dimension. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to whitewash that. I think I'm just going to leave it. Thinking Williamsburg blue. Ooh, yes, Kathy. I love that color. Oh, yes. Yes, I love that color. Love it. Love it. All right, let's stack these over here. This is where it's going to get really fun. The lemons. All right, let's pop off sure these, yeah, these pop off. Our little, be gentle, be gentle. Be so gentle when you're popping these out, you guys. And I'm just clicking it and then pulling it. And I think what I'm gonna do is keep them, I think they're all the same. All right, I'm gonna cut this excess off of here because it just keeps rolling up on me. All right, we wanna do our lemons. So I'm gonna start with summer squash. Peacock teal, pots are scruffy. Ooh. It's the first comment on my phone. I haven't seen anything else. All right, so I'm also going to do this bright yellow, just a little bit. And then if we need this yellow ochre, I mean, I'll go get it, but I think I'm gonna be okay with this. So let's do the lemon and summer squash first. That's a really good color. I'm liking that. Loving it. Oh, that's good. Okay, let me try this and see how it looks. Might need a second coat. And that actually looks really good. All right, so let's take the bright yellow. And I just kind of want to create a little highlight. Just along that edge. So you guys can see a little bit of that. All right, so let's let that dry. And let's do our leaves, the evergreen. We don't need very much. And I think we can probably get away with cutting this off and using this sponge. So this green will be a little bit different than the tree green. We have had the most storms, like rumbly storms. Like it poured today. Poured. Here recently than I think we've had in a long time. What else? What's left? Oh, our stands. I'm gonna do wood stands. I love this so much. I hope you guys do too. I really do. These are so good. All right, let's do our stands. Now these stack. Let me make sure. Oh, I think I have two of the same stand. It'll be okay. I'm just gonna go with it. Do y'all have two of the same stand? Like, your slots are the same? I wonder how mine got this way. It'll be okay. It'll be all right. I was like, that's so weird. Either way, I'm going to glue these together. Yours are the same. I have two of each. All right. All yours are the same. I'm gonna go with it. I think it'll be okay. And then this is gonna just glue on top. So if you wanna remove it, you can, and like store this. I'm only gonna do the top one since I'm gonna glue one on top of the other. Do you have 4 stands or do you have 2? I don't know why I have 4. What does my paper say? Oh, my paper doesn't say. It's all good. You have 4. Oh, I know why I think I did it. I remember now. If you wanted to put Spanish moss, like, or something around the bottom, you do stack them. You do stack them. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and glue mine together. And put that on top. All right, now we're gonna take and add this right back on here. And I'm gonna just sand my stand. Like that. All right, so stands are done. And I think this is done. Okay, so let's do, okay, for the trees, I'm just gonna do a light sanding over the top of them. Because the way that I stippled my green on top, it's gonna sand more than the color on the bottom. Just gonna make it look like it's got a little dimension. But I'm just lightly going over it. All right, for the bases, we're going to use the same, this is 120, or 240. I need, we can use that. 240 will work. Just gonna sand lightly the bottom. Sand the tops of my pots. And it's going to be a little bit more of a vibrant blue now that I've sanded it, which is exactly what I was hoping for. And I'm going to go ahead and glue these pieces on and my trunks. This goes on the top like so. And then this one. And it goes like that. So you can see how my tree is looking. And then my lemons, I'm gonna sand those in just a second. And then down here at the bottom, you can kind of see the little outlines for the pieces. And you will have bigger, so you got the bigger two. And then the middle, bigger. Oh, look at that cuteness right there. This is so lovely. So lovely. Okay, let me sand these just lightly. I should have sanded those before I pulled them off, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Did you hear that? My whole building is rumbling. A long thunder. We have a major storm coming. I'm definitely not trying to rush, but I want to be safe. Okay, these are going to get glued on to the bottom. That was so rumbly. Make sure I get it on the edge. And then the middle. And then the next one. I might need some glasses. All right, let's go around our pot. I'm so proud of this one. Got a little bit of glue there. All right, so that is done. Let's do the bottom of this one. And I already sanded these, so let's put our top on here. This is really, really, really super easy, fun. It's just so cute. And I love it for summer. I love it for spring too. Go ahead and sand this. Let's get that piece. It's gonna go right there. All right. Let's do this one. It goes here. In the middle. Ah! I glued my finger to the back. Oh no. So absolutely adorable. Adorable. Okay. Let's sand our lemons. Just give them a little sand if you want to, not required. And then I'm gonna go over the little leaves, a little lighter grit. It just sounds funny out there. All right, so it doesn't matter what tree you put your lemons on. But you want to make sure that this lemon goes here with this leaf. And this one goes here with this leaf. We'll glue those on in just a second. This one goes here. Okay, let's get those two glued on and then we'll kind of go from there. So I'm gonna add a little glue to where my leaf goes and my lemon. So lemon and my leaf. So just like so. I feel like our leaf could be a little bit darker or I think we can add a little bit more to it to kind of make it a little richer. Stand off a little bit more. Let's do this one. So lemon and our leaf. So lemon, leaf. There we go. Just like that. Definitely think we're gonna have to doctor up our little leaves just a little bit. And I have an idea. All right, so then this one and that leaf. So let's do this lemon first. And then the leaf on top. So you just start gluing your little lemons on. And the last little lemon over here. And the other two will go over there. Lemon, leaf. Oh. All right, let's do this one. And then all we really have left is our flowers. And those will be really easy too. Last one. These are cute and go together quickly. Yeah, so this one, I didn't want it to be intimidating. I want it to feel like, oh, this is a lot of fun. There's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of bits and stuff, but it's really super easy. And it's very beginner friendly too. Like if you feel like you're not really sure what to do, it's really easy. Like it's got some layers, it's got some parts. But for the most part, it's just so easy to do. So there's our lemons. And then we're gonna glue on our flowers after I sand mine just a little bit. And I'm gonna go ahead and glue my flowers onto these little spots here before I put them on my tree. I'm just gonna do it right here. Oh, right. So, basically you have this little piece right here that looks like a teeny tiny little star, and your flower is gonna go right on top of that. Oh, I keep shifting it. I think I'm gonna have to pull these off of here. So see how it goes? And then we're gonna put little yellow dots in the middle of our flowers when we get them glued on. All right, so there's one. Let's go ahead and pull this one off. Make it a little bit easier. Just line up your little flower over the top, just like so. And if you look close, See how this connects, like this part here, it goes straight down like a loop. It's where your flower goes. Your little petal goes right there. You just make your little clusters. And then you have a few flowers left. And they're marked little stars on here. Okay, so now we got these glued. Let's go ahead and put our little flowers on their little spots. So you're just gonna follow the same pattern from before. Just like so. And it doesn't matter which one you put where. And you put your little singles right on here. Just like so. So cute. How many times can I say it's so cute? A lot of fun. All right, this one goes over here like that. This one kind of goes in between, like so. And this one. And then there's 3 little flowers that go right here. And you should have 3 little flowers like this. Am I enjoying my space? I am. I do enjoy the space. It's a lot quieter. I don't like being out here by myself. That is the one thing in my at the other house. It was really close to my house. This is really far in my, like I have to drive here. So it's like, it's right, like I can see my house right here, but it's a little bit further than just like a few, like 20 steps to the other house. But I do enjoy it. I really do. All right, so let's do, for mine, I'm gonna do a paintbrush with my yellow. That's a summer squash. And I'm just gonna do a center on my flower. That's yellow. You can kind of make it whatever you like. If you want to use something else, you can. You can use a marker. I'm doing mine like this. This one's got more of a flat bottom. I probably could have picked a different brush. I dipped it in the wrong yellow. Okay. So this is what mine looks like. Clean this off. Get a different brush. I'll use this one. And then we will make a couple changes to our leaves so that they pop a little bit more. There we go. All right, so for our lemons, let's do not that. I think I want to use a brush, maybe. I'm going to do a little white mixed with that green. A little too much. So I think I'm just going to drag through the top of my leaf like a highlight. Gives it a little pop. Turn that. Ooh, on my finger. And then let's do a little highlight on our lemon. This was a decent brush, and then it's just not. It's not the best liner brush. I certainly need a new liner brush because this one has very little left on the ends and it's just atrocious. It's atrocious. Like, look, there's like almost nothing left to my liner brush. I've used it so much. I'm gonna clean up my mess. There we go. Just add you a little to your leaves, a little highlight. It's just a little scuff. And I'm just gonna do little speckles on my little tree. That was too much. That's okay. Let's try to match it. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. I'm gonna leave that. The replay will be available for a while. Yes. So as long as you stay in this group, the group will probably archive, but you'll be able to come and watch the replay. Yeah. There's that one. Okay. Adorbs. Adorbs. I think so too. I think so too. So it's a, like, if you felt intimidated, please don't feel that way. I think you just have to give it a chance. And, you know, you really can't mess it up because, I mean, goodness, I've messed up a ton of things. But you just certainly cannot mess it up. You definitely can't. Now, I know this brush has seen better days, but I'm going to save it just because. And then I'll have to clean this one too. A little bit. All right, we're going to save that one. Stick this over here. I've got all my stuff. Close up my paint. So I used navy blue espresso. I ended up using the light avocado and avocado to layer. I used the evergreen for our lemons, and then we added a little mix with white. And then we also did the summer squash with a little bit of that bright yellow on the edges. I did not end up using the yellow ochre, and I did use the white. So that's what I used for that. And then I'm just going to leave the stands. I'm not going to glue them in. I got too much paint on there. There we go. So mine look like this, which white stands would really pop too. I might change them to white, but for right now, I'm just gonna leave them like this. So, maybe I will whitewash the spindles just a little bit. Let's do that. Sometimes I don't really know until I'm done exactly what I want to do. I'm just going to do the middle parts of the spindles. I kind of like that better. All right, let me get a little more. Go along here. Go a little bit on the edge of this one. There we go. Add a little white to the spindle. These are cute. The Christmas tree, I am too. So these are our lemon topiary trees. I think they're so precious. And I cannot wait to see what you did with yours. Here is this one, so you can see it. And here is this one. Love, love, love. Love it. Thank you. I'm definitely putting those on my shelves. So I will take a picture of these, like I always do, and I'll post it so that you can post yours and show us what you did with your kit. And I'm just really excited to see all the different color variations and the fun, the character of your trees. I'm just really excited. So thanks you guys for being with us tonight for this project. Tomorrow night will be the tree in a basket, which is going to be so much fun. And I hope that you can make it. If not, there will be a replay. And I'll be here at 7 Eastern time. And that's all I got. There will be a replay for both videos. And if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out and ask. And you're so welcome, Debbie. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you both, Debbies. Thank you so much, Jamie. I appreciate it. So y'all enjoy your Friday night. I'm going to go hang out with my granddaughter and my husband, and we're going to probably have movie time, and I'm going to have a cupcake. So y'all enjoy your night, and I'll see you next.